Are we live? I think we're live.
Woo!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream for Rulebook Optional. It's our first ever stream. Woo, we're here. So my name is Drew, and I'll be the DM for this evening. And I'm joined by a group of absolutely wonderful players and absolutely wonderful friends. So like just starting at my top left. It's all reversed. I'm not used to that. Starting at my top left and working down, then flipping over. Just if you want to, just give us your name and then the character that you're gonna be playing, their name, their pronouns, their class, and then we'll just go from there. Sound good?
Woo!
Yes.
Yes.
You.
Perfect.
Oh God.
What? Who's
My top left. The person labeled as Rhyme.
We don't
Who
know
are
what
you?
your
What's
top
going on?
left is.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hi. My name is Moss. I will be playing Rhyme, the emotionally constipated but very, very work-driven warlock sorcerer who yeah, he's got an angel in his head, and he's here. Who's next?
Am I next?
Yes,
Or
you
yeah.
are.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
We're doing
Hi,
great.
I'm Gab. I'm also the overworked and constipated person.
Like physically? IRL.
in real life. But I play her an Air Genasi sorcerer. Ooh, okay, cool.
I'm Kate with a K. And I am going to be playing Arthur, my Owlin druid, possessed by an evil sand demon who kind of, sort of, maybe captured his crew and his best friend and is doing some not good stuff to them. So he's having a great time. He's British, but if that comes in and out, that's more me, not him.
And then jumping up to the column on the right.
Top or bottom?
Top, absolutely.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kate with a C. And I will be playing Olivine, a water genasi sorcerer who's fine. She's fine. She's fine.
Fine.
Who's next?
Hello, I'm Darby, and I am playing Cowrie Shadrach, the Selkie Bard Rogue, who is just covered in shinies and jinglies, and just here to have a good time, and all that.
And my name is Nico. I'm playing Yorda, the Leonin Paladin. And, you know, he just likes to kick ass and take names, but he's also a nice guy. So, you know, he's got that.
What a
Just
wonderful.
a little guy.
Oh, what'd you say?
Just a guy.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Unshaped.
Welcome to our party of just little guys just making their
Just
way
a
in
bunch
the
of
world.
little guys.
I also forgot pronouns for Arthur are he, him.
Always good to remember.
I forgot an entire
Oh, yeah,
backstory
should
for
we-
my character, so I apologize. You'll just figure it
Yo,
out.
deep joke right there. That's a deep joke right there.
Yeah.
Ah,
If you know, you know.
That's a five-headed joke right there.
I didn't even realize
That's a
that.
hydra of a joke.
but with that, introductions out of the way, no need to dilly-dally. Just one question. We all ready to play?
Yeah.
Do we all want to play some D&D?
Yard.
Yar!
Okay.
Yar.
Yar! Yar indeed. So
Yar.
without any further ado, I think it's time that we all take a deep and cleansing breath, and then we begin. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then if you would please join me. And everything after that breath is canon.
Fuck.
First word of the official game. Perfect. Summarized it excellently.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
So before we hop into the game proper and what our brimy crew is up to right now, I think what would be appropriate is a bit of a summary of the story so far. Needless to say, this game is taking place within a custom world called the Palm and the Fist. Currently, our group is within the Palm. Their adventures taking place around the Palm so far. But here's what they have been up to. Our crew's journey begins in Rebound, a small shanty town on the island of Turnaround, just south of the Bracelet, which you can see on screen. Some went there to develop business ventures, some were marooned there after their seafaring journeys went awry, and some found themselves on the opposite side of the law. But whatever the case, through some shenanigans, our heroes linked together, fixed up a sailing vessel called the Ramshackle, and found themselves on 2 quests. The first had them explore an ancient dwarven fortress where they ferried a lovable scholar named Tior Fedorov through danger and deposited him inside. For their second quest, they met a woman named Ophia, who wanted to pay them to cause chaos in the Well, a Vegas-inspired pirate city of wealth, vice, and chaos. Here they drank, gambled, got into a casino brawl, stopped a lightning destruction of one of the casinos, fought in a gladiatory arena, and were betrayed by Ophia, who wanted to deliver our hardy crew to the slavers of the Fist. The crew, narrowly escaping Ophia's grasp, fled north towards the Arbor, the pirate capital of the Palm. Approaching the Arbor, they were attacked by 2 unique people. One distinguished French-accented gentleman named Duke LaCroix, and one extremely angry Asimar woman named Rahi Liha. Hot on the tail of the Duke and Rahi, the crew made it to Ancraft, the port city to the south of the Arbor, where they plan on docking their ship before continuing their chase into the Arbor proper. This is where we pick up, as the ship has been stopped by the dock attendant, a slow-talking sloth man named Gordon Knaps, who is wearing Western gear, invoking bad memories of combats long
Yes, the
past.
star!
Oh, I'm gonna get his ass.
With that, we're as cut up.
This is not be enough for 2 sheriffs. I'm so sorry. I interrupted.
It's about to be on site with him. Maybe? We'll see. But with that, we are now as summarized as we can be. Cowrie, standing on the dock of Altim, or near to Altim, with your pirate buddy Cutter Jack and his dozen rough and tumble crewmates, on the dock behind Gordon Knaps, and with Yorda, Olive, Arthur, her, and Rhyme on the deck of your vessel, the Ramshackle, looking down at Gordon Knaps. The floor is yours. What do you do?
Well, Cowrie is just hyped to see everyone after having been separated from them for days, and is just like running towards the ship at like full tilt. And yeah.
You just begin sprinting. Wonderful. Cutter Jack's immediately like, I wouldn't recommend getting in the way of the partner. As you're sprinting just towards the dock. The rest of you seeing Cowrie run towards you, what do you do?
Wait, sorry. So you said we're looking down at Gordon or looking up at him?
So right now there has been a bit of a plank placed in between the dock and your ship, and it seems like Gordon is about to come on board. But right now you guys are all looking down at him as he's just kind of like, just kind of yawning, just kind of like taking his time, very slowly moving towards you.
Can I have Pax like give like, because Pax was like with Lawman, he was like, I don't like this. Is Pax like giving me the same alarm bells with Gordon Knaps?
Without a doubt, Pax in your head immediately goes, that man, he's the same as the one within the tavern. And without having to make any kind of check, because you and him have already seen this, he goes, that body is merely a vessel. A demon rests inside.
Fucking A. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry.
I think seeing Cowrie come down the docks. Wait, how far away are you from us?
Sprinting
I don't know.
distance? I mean...
fuck, I don't have the message spelled, but
Cowrie in excitement messages you and says, "Oh my God, Olive, hi! It's so good to see you."
Oh, thank God, perfect. Olive will message back. Yeah, great to see you. The person board on our ship, has an upside down sheriff's badge, just like Lawman did. Be careful. I don't know. He's boarding the ship, so we don't really have a choice.
Does Sandman speak up at all?
So I'm actually similar to the session previous to this one. You hear lawmen within your head go, he curses in Infernal. You don't know what he's saying, but like the tone of it, it sounds very aggressive.
Would you like to translate that?
Wait. Is Gordon Naps knowing about what we know about Yasa, the 6 spirals? Is this possibly like one of her agents or something like that?
I doubt it. I feel like Yasa and Lawman are separate entities.
With that, can I have Olive, Cowrie, and Arthur all give me history checks with advantage? This is Arbor lore.
Absolutely.
Hell yes.
In this game, those that grew up in Pirate Society will roll any history checks with advantage, because although they might not be the brightest, they certainly have had the experience.
16 for Olive.
16?
18.
18 and a 10.
Cowrie's just really excited.
Cowrie, it's like a dog focusing in when their owner is back. You are sprinting towards the ship. You don't even see Gordon there. Truly.
No. I'm coming up behind him anyway, so I can't see the badge and stuff.
But Arthur and Olive, you both, as you're kind of talking about this, kind of like saying it, you are able to remember something. As Rhyme is like, what if this is all connected? What about Yasa? What about all this? You realize something. You've been so shocked and taken aback, you haven't really had time to think about this. Just as like Cutter Jack said, the Pardoners, a group that he mentioned. You both are able to remember the Pardoners are under the direct control of Yasa 6 spirals.
Oh God!
And that's
the Lawman wasn't joking.
And with
he is the best leg he's had.
And with that, I will say, I believe all of you got an 18, 16. What'd you get?
No, Arthur got the 18. I got a 16.
Arthur got the 18. You're remembering it now because you grew up in this culture. That you've never really been sure about this, but for some reason, the more godly people of the Arbor, those that practiced organized religion, the clerics, the paladins, those that find themselves in Kipyup more often than not, you understand that there's always been a sort of a level of discontent between those that are holy and the Pardoners, and those that are dressed like Gordon here.
Okay, so it's Gordon's attire that clued us into the fact that he's a Pardoner?
Yes. This is not strange. What he's wearing right now is not common, but it is not strange. You could almost call it a uniform.
I see.
I think all of
Remind us again, Gordon Naps is a sloth person, correct?
Yes, he's a sloth person, yes.
I think while this is happening, because last session, her and Yorda were both knocked out by a narwhal horn that Cowrie put up on the boat for decoration.
Yep.
I feel like her would still be on the ground and would just like casually start waking up and like would look over, see Yorda, be like, did we win?
Yorda is definitely gingerly touching a giant lump on his head, like, oh, fuck! Gotta be careful with that thing up in the rafters. Holy! And just kind of sit up and take in the surroundings.
All right, and I feel like hearing your response, I'm still very confused. So I'm just like kind of looking around, like, and I've seen nobody's in panic. I'll be like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. And I will gesture a hand to pick up her from the ground.
Oh, thanks. I also pick up the big narwhal horn, so you're like carrying me, a 6-foot person, and the narwhal horn at the same time. But that's fine. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, you're awake. Are you all right?
Yeah,
did
I mean, we made it okay, I guess, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No harm done.
Can I make a perception check to see if Cowrie's with us?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Or like who's here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
I think you can see them.
all right, 17.
17. Not only do you see that, Cowrie, I'm gonna say at this point, you are able to fully run past Gordon, who you do not see, and basically run up. You're like, oh, cool, we have a plank now. As you run up the plank to the ship, you not only see that Cowrie now is on the ship, but you can also see that the vessel directly in front of the ramshackle is the cornucopia. Duke LaCroix still on it. There is a bit of a queue backed up right now to even get into
Fuck
Alton.
you.
So, okay, I guess seeing this, I'm gonna turn to Yorda and be like, you want to steal some things?
What kind of things?
And I just point to the boat in front of us.
Wait.
Are we in like?
I whispered this.
Wait,
Well, actually, I didn't say that.
Perception check. Can we make perception check?
Well, Yorda wants to know: are we in boat bumper to bumper traffic? Like, what's our space
Okay, so
looking
we're gonna
like?
resolve this real quick. So,
I got an 18 perception, so I definitely heard that.
well, it's because
I
you have your two.
got an 18 perception as well.
I will say that makes sense because there are two unconscious crewmates that wake up and then immediately start talking about committing crimes. So I'm gonna say that everyone's like, "You're awake! Wow, that was fast."
God,
Yorda, to answer your question, although there's maybe like 20 feet in between the pointed, basically the pointed front protrusion of your ship and the glassy exterior of what is the captain quarters of the cornucopia, you are ridiculously close to each other. Like, that is an insanely small distance for ships of this size.
Like, could we jump it?
No.
You could try.
No.
I
I
think
roll high enough on athletics.
seeing them wake up, I just, making after getting a brief scan that they're fine, just like a brief catch up. There's a lot to discuss, but we can't talk about it right now. We are being checked in, I think. We are in neutral territory. No violence can be committed while we're in the Ancraft or the Arbor, or we will be attacked. Also, that man is very mad at us, and I don't know why, but we shouldn't engage for now, and we'll just fully turn and wait for Gordon to approach the plank.
Excellent. As Olive is saying that, everyone here give me a history check, but those of whom that have Arbor experience, give it to me with advantage.
Fucking go.
I
I feel like mine should. I feel like mine should be with
Natural
disadvantage.
20.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Should I?
No way!
Oh, I can finally do this. Oh, this is gonna feel so good.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I feel like her would have to roll with disadvantage. To be honest, is that?
If you want,
Would you agree?
Nah, but you do whatever you think fits her the best.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry, guys.
I got
appreciate
a 22.
volunteering for that.
Not bad.
Too.
Okay. So those of whom that got above a 10, raise your hand.
That's okay.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, look at us.
What do you,
So
so
smart.
Olive and Ron, so I'm sorry that I can't give a little bit more towards this. Well, I guess I could. You all understand that in a pirate city and a pirate, especially a pirate port city, ship-on-ship combat is highly discouraged and would basically be met with harsh resistance. But what I will say, though, this is also a pirate city and a pirate port city. So although you cannot sink each other's ships, there is nothing saying you can't get into brawls, combats, skirmishes, assaults, that kind of stuff. So to those of you who are hearing this plan, if you wanted to go over to his ship and just whoop his ass right now, you could do that. However, whether or not you win that fight is up in the air. So
No.
Yorda will like nod to Olive as she says it, and then turn to her and give her a wink.
I'll give
We're
like a
not
nice
gonna
little
be
tap
mad.
on your back. Be like, yeah, I got
We're
you.
putting a pin
All
in
right.
that.
The two people who probably have brain damage, judging by how long they were unconscious, you two should sit down. I can feel the bad vibes coming off of you right now.
Her immediately sits down and takes like that's it.
Can I
Where's
give
Gordon-
her
where's
like
Gordon on the
some
plane?
water, some fruit?
Gordon has been moving as fast as he can, and he's maybe about 3 or 4 steps closer to the plank than he was before.
Can I just go meet him? Can I go meet him?
You want to go meet him as in the person at the helm, or him as in like the? There's a lot of people that we haven't met yet. Or do you mean him
Right,
as
we
in
forgot to talk
Gordon?
about him, the Goliath who steers our ship.
Yeah, you can go up to him.
My
Yeah.
man.
I meant to talk to Gordon.
You can yes, no problem. Okay, so who here is gonna go talk to Gordon?
I kind of want to wait it out.
Those two.
I'm gonna let you guys feel the water out here.
Got it. 3 of you. So we got Rhyme, Olive, and Cowrie gonna go meet Gordon proper. You guys are able to kind of walk off of the ship, and he's there just kind of like, thank you. That would have taken a long time.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't believe we got your name.
Well, my name's Gordon Naps.
Mr. Naps, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Olive, and the rest of our crew, we are Rochi.
Your name is Rochi.
Yes.
Yep.
He's holding his hand out for you to shake
I-
very
I-
slowly.
I shake it.
You kind of move it around a little bit. He puts it back down. He goes, okay then. Well, my first question to you would be, I'm not seeing any kind of top flag or identification on your ship that would say that you're allowed to go into Altum. Is there some kind of documentation that I'm missing here?
No, we don't have any sort of documentation.
I'll
that-
say, sure. I'll say, how's this for documentation? And I will pull out a handful of gold coins and hand them out and reach them out to him. Because that's how carry counts by handfuls.
Wow, what a great idea. He looks at you and goes, I need to be full. He takes the pouch from you and goes like, he opens it up. How many gold coins did you give him?
One fistful.
That's 20, right?
Probably.
So
I think that was what we decided on.
he goes,
Are we?
oh, okay. What do you want to ask in case it gives it additional context?
Are we needing to buy a parking spot here, or should we just do a K turn and go back to?
You said you have a contact here.
Oh yeah,
No,
actually,
we're not leaving.
I'll just hop off and you guys. Well, no, and Rhyme will give them Rhyme will be like, here, and gives them. How much money do I have?
Gordon looks at you and goes like, do you?
I give them 1,000 gold and say, I'll see you soon.
What? To us or to Gordon?
Wait, you're done.
I got a job to do. I'll be back. See ya.
I'm sorry.
Rhyme runs off, gives 1,000 gold to somebody. Just,
Olive.
1,000 gold. You can add 1,000 gold to your inventory, Olive. As Gordon goes, all right. Well, with one person down, then. Well, the first thing I need to ask is if there's no. I'm seeing that there's no documentation here for this ship. Is that correct?
No, it is a newer ship. Working on a new name. I think we are currently known as the Ram. The ship is the Ramshackle. But no. I wasn't aware that documentation was required. My apologies.
Would we be able to hear this from where we're at, like the 3 of us?
Yeah.
I would say that this is a conversation that you all can overhear.
Right.
Could we
Can I? Or sorry.
Yeah, could we I don't know. I'll look to Arthur and Yorda and be like, maybe captain quarters?
I was gonna go check
Yeah,
the
could
captain's
I-
quarters
Can we go check?
or
Could
ask
I-
him if he knows.
Could I step in? Because Arthur has been in the Arbor plenty and
Yes.
worked in the Arbor. So he probably I don't know any of the lingo or anything, but Arthur definitely would be able to probably give a good reason or excuse or be like, the ship was just made, retain here for it to get documentation or something like that.
Because you actually just mentioned that. Oh, no, please finish what you're saying.
That's what Arthur's gonna step in to do. He's gonna kind of know like the right words to say, I think.
Yes. So with that, as you approach Gordon, I will say that, like, as you're saying this, it's all coming back to you. It's been a very stressful couple of weeks. You understand that in order to access Altim, so in order to park yourself within Ancraft, you can do one of three things. You can go to Plank Walk. You can buy a section of the dock at Plank Walk for your vessel. It is cheaper. However, the actual journey to get to the Arbor is much longer because it's so much farther away. You can buy, and that is also on a recharging basis, so it can be daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. For Altim, it is a one-time charge for a spot forever. However, it is much more expensive than anything in Plank Walk.
What's the third?
The third option is you can go into Altim for free right now. However, there are consequences if you do that.
Oh.
Don't make me.
Would I know this? This is something Kate doesn't know, but would Olive know this?
I will speak on that 1 second. Yes, Arthur. What is on your mind?
Don't.
Don't make me and bring out Lawman.
Do not.
Don't.
I don't want
I'm
to
not
use
there.
him for my own gain.
You better get your ass whooped.
As you think of that, as you think on that, Olive, you understand this as well, and you probably being a bit more fiscally concerned, just like throughout your time, managing taverns and the like. You know that the most expensive option for Plank Walk is 1,200 gold for a year. So for an entire year in game, you wouldn't have to pay. You can come and dock for as long for basically for an entire year.
So, sorry, 1,200 gold a year in Altim?
That is for Plank Walk.
Oh, okay.
For Altim, the one-time charge for a spot forever is 3,000 gold.
If we pool our
just
money,
robbed-
we might.
Yeah, we just got
robbed a
1,000.
casino. We're fine.
So who wants to
Right.
cough up some money? I know
I
you
already
got
did.
it.
I
What do
paid a
have?
third of it.
What's quick math? It's 500 gold per person. That's 3,000 divided by 6.
That'd
Yeah.
be
Okay,
500 per
Ryan
person. Yeah.
Well, technically 2,000 because we have 1,000 on us.
Yeah, Ryan just jump ship and gave us
It's so funny.
So we'll just make him pay.
sugar daddy moment. Sugar daddy moment.
I
The
will.
numbers don't lie.
Okay.
Ugh.
So 500 each.
Yeah. If you have the money to give,
Yeah.
if you want, if you subtract that right now, if you all subtract that, you'd be able to pay that over.
Wait, the math isn't adding up. Hold up.
Are we
So it's
using
the-
Rhymes 1,000 or are we
Yes.
One, two,
even?
three, four,
Yes.
five, six.
No, we're using rhymes 1,000.
1, 2, 3.
So how much is that per person then after?
We can
It's
also just-
400 a
Oh, so then
person.
Yeah, it's
2,000,
400.
400. Okay.
If
So
you
everyone take it away.
Overworked and underpaid.
honestly, if you guys have 3,000 gold that you would be able to give to him, if you want to work out the math later, I will allow that. Make sense?
It's just 400 per person.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of like pooling that, as like Olive and Arthur, you're kind of like, hey guys, we kind of need to get the money right now. As Arthur's like, there's gonna be consequence. You guys quickly realize what the consequence would be if you had chosen not to pay. Off in the distance, past to the north and maybe a bit northeast, you see ships, countless ships. You see people walking around from dock to dock, these ships being here for so long that some trees have sprouted out of some masts, out of some mast poles. You see that the actual sails of the ship have been long since taken down. This is where you come to like convert your ship into your permanent home if your sailing days are over. You are actually able to see. It's almost like a person in the distance, almost like a Goliath or some kind of giant, and you see it. And as it moves, you see the ships actually begin to rise and fall as the water levels begin changing. These slight waves rocking the boats left and right. As that is happening, you are able to see that this creature is large, smooth backed, hunched over, almost like a ginormous beetle. Like, you know how like, beetles have that like kind of like that shell on the outside, that kind of like exoskeleton. As it's hunched over, as it then becomes visible as it walks into clear water, into like one of these canals, these like shipping routes. You see that as it's hunched over, it is not made of stone or flesh or of plants. This beast, whatever it happens to be, is made out of wood, planks of wood. Upon closer inspection, you realize that, wait, they're layered. There's lining on the outside of him. Are those portholes? Is that a ship? What you are looking at right now is known as a wreck. The wrecks act as security for Plankwalk and for Altum and Big Belly. Massive creatures, 50 feet, 60 feet tall, hunched over. The sides of them, what would be considered like the port and starboard sections of the ship, have been peeled off and connected where the neck of this creature would be, act as its arms. And you see this creature go, turn over and look, and it sees a ship. It just focuses in on it. As it walks over, you see it plunges its arm deep into the water. It disappears for just a second. You then see it go. You see it lift a sloop, the same ship that the ramshackle is, up out of the water in its hand right now. This massive creature holding a ship like it is nothing. You then see this wreck go and begins to eat the ship one bite after another. Once the ship is
we gotta get that money.
Once the ship is completely gone, the wreck goes and then begins walking once more.
Olive will turn to Gordon and say, Mr. Naps, so sorry to waste your time. We will get the cost. We are looking to purchase the port here. We will get those funds for you as we are getting them as we speak. So sorry to waste your time. And it's just practically pulling gold out.
No rush at all. To be honest, those things are dumber than bricks. And sometimes they get it right. Most of the times they get it right, but they're really slow, and it's kind of hard because they love moving the ships around sometimes, but it'll be okay.
And it's just holding out the pouch of 1,000 gold that Ryan gave, and just going around like a kid at trick or treat for people to put their money in.
You guys toss all the money in. 3,000.
Harry is making their very best guess.
Arthur is counting Harry's coin.
So I'm gonna lose track eventually of the handfuls.
It's like an assembly line of like Cowrie taking out handfuls of gold and then passing along, and then Arthur's like just taking them out one at a time, just counting it very meticulously. Perfect. So 3,000 gold total?
Yep, I hand. I'm assuming it's a very heavy pouch.
Yeah, this is like multiple. You see, Gordon just like, yeah, you hand it over to Gordon. Multiple pouches. He just begins kind of like hanging them on like the multiple like straps of his like leather armor. Extremely heavy. Like at least 30, maybe 45 pounds of gold. And you see like even as his body begins to like sag, he just seems very unaffected by that. Almost as if he can't feel pain.
Yeah, I was gonna roll. Can I like do like an Arcana or Perception check or can I roll an Insight check actually?
Oh, you certainly can, absolutely.
I do it with advantage since I have a demon inside of me.
I think while all this is happening, and after we count the gold, hers over with Cowrie and just takes out some gold and goes 1, and pulls out another 2, pulls out another 3, and like starts pointing at the numbers to try and start counting.
I can get up to like 20 fingers and toes.
Oh, and she just puts her money back.
Yes, Arthur, what'd you get?
Can I roll with advantage or just flat?
I would say just flat. Because you know that a demon's inside of this guy, you just know.
That's an 8.
That is an 8? We do also have coin systems in this game, where we all
No,
have a coin you can flip.
it's not important enough.
Okay, not a
one.
problem. We'll get into that later.
Can I try something?
What do you want to try?
Because I can try and message Sandman in Arthur's, not Sandman, Lawman in Arthur's head sometimes. I'm going to send a message to the form of Gordon Naps, maybe not specifically to Gordon Naps, but I'm just going to say, hello, are there any little friends, little passengers in here? Hi.
What an interesting idea. Give me a quick... You know what? I'll be honest. Give me a persuasion check real quick.
Persuasion. Excellent choice, Drew.
Excellent choice.
Excellent. 28.
Oh my god, hold on, wait, give me 1 second.
Calorie knows all.
You
Genius.
immediately hear back, this is mine, get your own. Just like speaking back to you. If you want to have a bit of a small conversation, you certainly can, as the demon within Gordon Naps is now speaking directly to you without going through Gordon's body.
I'll say to the demon, I'm working on it. I'm just so busy. You know how it is.
No! What? Not even close.
Is there a name I can call you? I just like making acquaintances.
I was in the 6th circle, I was known as Sloth.
One more time.
In the 6th circle, I was known as Sloth.
Sloth?
Sloth,
Oh, I understand. Okay. That I say, well, that is fitting. Excellent to meet you, good sir. And good day to you.
yes. Is that it? Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do we want information from him? I'm not sure.
I don't even
You're
know
the
you're
one
doing
having the
this.
conversation.
Yeah, we don't even know that you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I will ask. Okay. Are you familiar with a demon called Lawman?
I'm gonna make a quick roll for this. The music will come
Are they
back on soon, by the way.
Are they X's?
Oh my.
At first you
Cowrie,
sound
you know for a
like,
fact they are not X's.
Damn it.
But what you do know, as you hear Sloth say to you, "Ah, you mean Lawman, that's what he's going by now. Well, most beautiful creature in the world. Got away from Yasa, broke away somehow. And he's living the life we all want to right now.
Got away from you.
Legendaries, a story, a legend amongst all of us. Yasa's gone through a lot of work trying to make sure none of us can tell that tale, but we'll never forget. We'll get out of here. One day we will. And then it cuts off.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's wow. Okay.
Sounds like someone's got a little
dope.
crush, and it was not reciprocated.
Okay.
Cringe.
I make note to remember to explain that to everyone else because
You gotta
geez
hold on to
Louise.
that thought so
That
hard.
was
Yeah.
key.
Oh my god.
Good job, Cowrie.
Holy
We're back to
shit.
Fun Pirate Adventures.
As you know, taking stock of the fact that this man can hold 3,000 gold, no issue. We'll just, trying to keep appearances. To Gordon, say, is there anything else you need from us? Or
We get documents. I'm not there. I'm not
Not
there.
that I
Not
can
there.
say. Only thing you'd need would be this. And he reaches into a bag of holding. He has like a satchel of holding essentially, and begins pulling out a top flag. It's almost like one of those like clown endless handkerchief things. As he pulls it out, he hands it over to you. And as you actually look to the LaCroix ship, they have been hoisting this flag up. This top flag is of just a regular pirate ship, simply drawn, simply stitched, within a box. It seems like a box of docks, it looks like.
that's what's on the flag.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naps. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Anytime. Well, you enjoy your stay in Altum then. As Gordon then begins like, well, what's up? Yes.
If I may call after him, Yes. Thank you, Mr. Naps. And please give our regards to the pardoners.
He looks at you and he's like, "We're happy doing our job for as long as it takes." And he begins dragging his body. Give me a quick insight check if you would, Olive, for saying
With
that.
pleasure.
He loves his job.
I love my job. Insight?
My wife.
Insight,
My
Drew?
wife.
22.
22. Think about it like this.
Mhm.
Let's just say that everyone knows that there's a demon somewhere. Like everyone knows there's a demon within this dude. Everyone can kind of just assume that. Hell isn't great. Hell is eternal torture.
What?
Hell is it's endless frustration and pain and misery. Can you imagine a pain worse than having to be a lawbringer in a city of anarchy? It is a Sisyphusian task. It is impossible. No matter what you do to bring order, there will always be more chaos to snuff that order out. And with the 22 insight, you realize that this demon inside of this sloth, acting as a branch of law enforcement, this is not a privilege. This is a punishment.
Ooh. And what did he say? He said we love our job.
We'll do it for as long as it takes.
Which is forever.
Which is forever. It is a Sisyphusian task. It is endless. It is torture.
Is that like the motto of the pardoners?
No, it's just something that he said. The pardoners don't really have a motto because you're not supposed to talk to them that much.
Well, this seems a little fucked up.
Okay.
I like that guy.
They're demons.
Cool. As well, he's walking away, but he's probably like right in front of us still.
No, you literally see like however slow this guy was before because of his sloth form, you see that his arms are now dragging on the ground because of all the gold as he's just like.
Can I cast Gust of Wind to try and push him a bit further?
He just falls.
You absolutely may.
Cool.
You watch as like. Give me one sec.
Yeah, I'll do that as
thing
a second level. I mean, that's...
Oh, second level? Okay, you see
Well,
him,
there is no first level, so I'm gonna do it as a
arms
second.
dragging behind him as he is walking... honest to God, dozens, maybe hundreds of miles. You have no idea how long he's gonna be walking for, but you watch as he is inundated with gold as this gust of wind slams into his back as he just face first right down into the planks.
I will.
He goes.
I will hurry across and do my best to help him up, but I'm not very strong.
Yeah, give me a quick athletics check, and then we're gonna cut over to whatever.
They could be pushed 15 feet. He's been pushed 15 feet. That's the spell.
Okay, perfect. So he falls onto his face and then slides on his face 15 feet across the plank.
Slides off the plank.
As his face is like connecting with each
I will
one of the
still
planks.
help him up. Does someone want to help me?
Yeah, I stop the
will
spell
help.
and I come over.
I'm not touching him.
I bring.
You said athletics?
Yes.
Can I come over with him? So can you give that with advantage?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say with 4 people helping, I'm gonna say that you guys are able to, and you just hear like all the coins clank inside of the little satchels.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, take him off ship.
He's off the ship. He was crossing the plank.
He's been off the ship.
He's
We're
been-
on the dock
Mr.
right now.
Mr. Naps,
Off the ship.
One of
Mr.
your
Naps, I am so
classic
sorry.
riddles.
Mr. Naps, I am so sorry. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and just scurries back onto the
Barry's
boat.
laughing so much.
You just see
I'm
Exactly.
also laughing.
Her
is
is in
Lorna
tears.
doing?
She's like,
Oh no!
she has a concussion.
What is Yorda doing? Watching all of this, having only recently joined our party.
Well, I went into the captain's quarters to look for documents, so I'm gonna come back with like fistfuls of paper, like, I don't know what these say. And then I'm like, oh, this guy's gone anyway.
Excellent.
What? You're holding like the paper that you find was one that like because the slavers moved documents onto your ship. And actually, Yorda, give me a quick I'm gonna say investigation check real quick.
This will go well.
We're gonna get arrested
I'm
somehow.
assured. That's an 11.
Does he get Does he get advantage because he has a concussion?
What the fuck?
You're gonna make it worse.
Because we all know that concussions make you better at reading. So, Yorda, as you're looking down at these documents, you're holding similar to what you found when you were sailing over to the bracelet. Similar to what Cowrie found, you're holding maps of the Arbor, and then also like documents. They look like ledgers of some kind, like multiple columns of like things going in and out, but nothing more specific than that.
Gotcha. I will put them on the ground and go watch this man slide across the blanket.
Excellent. As you're all watching Gordon Knapp's slowly and just kind of drag himself one step at a time away from the boat, your top flag.
Why?
Your top flag now raised. You watch as the cornucopia, Duke LaCroix ship. You watch as the sails extend, and it begins sailing away from you, sailing north towards Altum. Well, into Altum.
And we follow.
Want to follow Duke LaCroix?
We shall do the same.
Yeah.
We're going to Alton.
Okay, you follow Duke LaCroix, and you are all now officially registered to be within Altum, the
Whoa.
long-term parking section of Ancraft.
And
Yes, what's up?
if I can, I want to like gather everyone and be like, okay, so good to see everyone. Missed you very much. Give everyone
Yes,
a
You
hug.
just see her go like, "Where's Rhyme?"
Oh, Rhyme?
Handed me a bag of 1,000 gold and left.
And we're
I think
sailing.
Rhyme also said, "I'll be back."
We're sailing.
Hey, let's
No
for Joe's
vibe.
ship.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't know what to make of it.
Okay.
But a couple of things. So first of all, I relay everything that I was like, I tried to talk to the demon in the sloth's head because the sloth looked like cowboy. Cause like how I talked to Lawman sometime in Arthur's head.
Right.
And I relay all of the stuff about like that Lawman got away from Yasa and is going by something different, that the others all wish they could get away, and also relay everything that happened while I was away, of running into Rocky Liha, Rocky putting out bounties on me and Yorda and her, and all of that confusion. And also, for the record, I totally tried to convince Rocky that we had never met you before and had not met you since. So if we happen to meet her again and she sees us all together, she might be really, really pissed. But that seems normal for her anyway.
So disguises?
Might be an excellent idea because I think that if she sees you, she will try to kill you on sight.
It's
And
on
also maybe me
sight.
and Yorda. She's calling us. I'd never introduced myself to her, and so me and Yorda are still Chandelier and Kitty Cat.
Wow. How dare she?
And if I may remind everyone of just one more thing, because you're relaying everything, you also met Phoebe Goldtooth Squall
Yes.
within the Primed Privateer Venture Corp, the PPVC.
And when
Rahi
is
also
that?
mentioned follow the trail and said to go back there.
Okay.
What? Who is that? Just so
Rahi, the black woman with the white hair and the tornadoes
She
in her
means
eyes.
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Oh, Phoebe. You have no idea.
Oh, okay, great.
Yorna also doesn't know. Yeah, yeah.
With that, you all begin to follow Duke LaCroix's ship as he goes to find his spot within Altum. Rhyme. Moving throughout... Give me 1 second. Moving throughout Altum, as you begin walking, quickly the planks of the boardwalk, of the actual port, they quickly become planks of ships. You've been here before, several times. Altum and the way that it's constructed is so tightly packed that towns and neighborhoods have been formed out of collections of ships. Apeling populations, Aarakocra populations, Orcish, Elvish. This is where people congregate because these ships have been here for so long. Some have actually began to grow and almost fuse together in a way. This is truly a maze of masts and rigging and naval vessels converted into permanent homes, it seems. Now, although some can use it to store their ship for the long term, most people here bought their spots decades ago and have just been crashing here after either a life of successful piracy or a life of failed piracy. With that, Rhyme, as you're walking around, people knocking into you as you're trying to keep yourself as inconspicuous as possible. Anything going through your mind right now as you're walking alone?
I think Rhyme, the farther away he gets from the party, the more, and the more, almost anonymous he becomes in the crowd, the more relaxed his shoulders are. He stops on the way to buy a nice turtleneck sweater from somebody, a fisherman's sweater or whatever. And just finds a darkened alley and takes off his shredded t-shirt and okay. And then puts on, I'm sure he also gets some crazy fucking looks for putting on a turtleneck fisherman sweater in the fucking Caribbean level climate, but he's I need it. And so, yeah, he gets it, does a quick change,
And give me a quick performance check as you're just walking around in a turtleneck sweater in the middle of what is essentially the Caribbean.
Okay. Performance?
Yes.
Stop bringing it.
Natural 20 again. I'm
That's
not
a nat
joking.
20?
Yes.
Oh,
Rhyme, you are doing a terrible job of looking inconspicuous.
24.
You are doing a terrible job at looking inconspicuous because you look so damn good in the turtleneck. Everyone, you are walking by, and both male and female pirates of all kinds are like, well, my God, that man's pulling off a turtleneck. It's 98 degrees. As you're just walking through, as everyone has their eyes on you, you just look so proper and distinguished. Excellent.
Fuck. Rhyme has no idea why they're looking at him. He's to Pax in his head. He's like, do I look extra crazy today? Is that why people are looking at me?
I think it may be. Oh, I think that you might just look good in turtlenecks, and this is something that we discovered together.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. How does can you feel what I feel?
Pax looks at you and goes, luckily.
Looks at me.
Yeah, Pax is kind of you can just feel his eyes kind of squint a little bit as he goes, luckily, no. That would be intensely uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, right. Because of all the going unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, the combat that we've been in.
Oh, I also you probably don't like the cold. So I guess I think also Rhyme has low-key forgotten that nobody else knows that Pax is in his head, so he's now just started to talk aloud a little bit.
Look at that man. He's so important. He's having a conversation by himself. As he's just walking along. Excellent.
Yeah.
As you're walking along, you come to a section of ship. It really is more of a walkway. The actual main deck of this ship, it works as more of a connection point. It is a galley, and it's a bit larger. You have to climb some stairs to get here. But it's so worn down that the light brown hue of this main deck has faded away just from all of the traffic here. This is a very, there is no gilding, no expensive weaponry. The sails have long since been taken down. There's no top flag to be seen. This is more of a pathway than it is an actual building. To everybody but you, because you know what is within the captain's quarters.
Yep. I will try to stop drawing people's attention as I go in. Do I have to make a stealth check now because I'm too conspicuous? I'm too sexy in this sweater.
No, because as you walk up to the captain's quarters, as you walk up to the main doorway leading inside, you feel. Luckily, you put your turtleneck on because you just feel your tattoos comfortably go, and hum with a light blue hue. You see on the door itself as you see the symbols of your tattoo light up on the door at neck level, and then begin rotating around before a low resonance magical energy shoots out across the deck of the ship, affecting everybody but you. And in this moment, where you walk inside, a low-level modify memory spell has been cast as like an arcane, I don't know if there's a proper word for it, an arcane landmine, wiping anyone that saw you just go into there. As you enter inside, I gotta change the music.
I would also like to say that, like, as Rhyme like got more comfortable in the turtleneck, I feel like you can no longer see the frost that is like collecting around his neck and across his back, and so he's comfy. He is at the perfect temperature right now.
Okay, absolutely perfect. As you walk inside, the honestly unremarkable nature of this ship suddenly fades away as it becomes, to those that have not seen it before, maybe one of the most beautiful and well-decorated places or most densely packed places you could possibly imagine. But to you, a comfortable place, an office space. Lining the walls. What isn't here? Netting. There is heads of beasts. There are trophies taken from the defeated. There are weapons. There are inscriptions of magical tattoos. There are portholes. There are just portholes that do not lead outside. There are bags of holding stuck to the wall. There are magical cloaks, magical boots held everywhere. You see in the center of this room, in the very center, a half globe, which currently displays not the palm and the fist, but the nation of Horcry. Or more accurately, yes, the nation of Horcry, and more specifically, its southern coastline, southeastern coastline. Give me a quick perception check before I describe the rest of this room.
Alrighty. Okay, it's not a natural 20. Nope, it's all good. What, perception?
Yes.
That is going to be a 11.
That's an 11. Beats Oh, what's up?
Yeah, okay. Well, Rhyme is gonna knock, but
beats a 10. No need to knock. Your presence was announced when basically it was unlocked through your arcane ability. You look at this half globe and you see on the southern coast, dotted around the elven country of Archana, you're able to see little dots. Most of them green, some of them yellow. None of them red, scattered along the elven countryside. Southeast, towards the port town of Waterway, which you maybe have not been to, but you definitely know of. You see,
I've been around there.
A ginormous red dot is pulsating and is essentially almost lighting up the ceiling of the room, as it is, you would know this is an alert. This is something huge is happening here, this needs to be dealt with now. And as you walk forward, because it beats a 10, because as you are taking in the rest of this room, it's not one ginormous red dot, but as you look closer inside, it is hundreds, if not thousands of them. Thousands little, all of these extreme magical instances popping up within Waterway. Where will they go next? The rest of this room, to finish off with the elaborate, almost museum-esque wall decorations, you see an older Goliath man. Big handlebar mustache, bald head, but like the kind of like wrap around, like like male pattern baldness, like shaved head, but you can see like the hair that he was able to keep. An intricate tattoo.
Davrosa!
You see Davrosa, intricate tattoos. Along where his hair is growing. You see he's hunched over the desk that he has. Inkwell's papers stacked high, all very organized, but clearly this man is inundated with work as he goes, "Oh, God damn it, Rhyme, you're dropping unannounced, are you, huh?
Good to see you. How are you?
Well, goddammit, Rhyme, I'm gonna tell you how I am. I got people up my ass asking me to fix up the accessory, that little piece of the bracelet which you blew up. That was a bit of a problem. Now, admittedly, you caught the sumbitch. You caught him. He's been neutralized. But I didn't tell you to take out one of the key defenses of the shipping routes, now did I?
I mean, 0 casualties.
Well, I mean, I guess so, but the
Besides the
property
building.
value is
Besides the
destroyed.
building. Yeah, besides the building, but like, isn't life more precious?
It's a pretty important building. But anyway, I know you were saying that you were stopped by. Anna called in, and I just wanted to ask. He like kind of like pushes his papers aside, and he kind of like magically just kind of like telekinesis a chair out from the desk so you can sit down. As he goes, I wanted to check in. As long as you're here, might as well ask you how your current overseeing is going.
About that, 2 very important things. I need a contact in the city who can exorcise a demon. It's not in me. Don't worry, it's in our druid. I didn't like put it there, but I definitely helped the like fucking butterfly effect that ended up with the demon inside a druid. So, need to find an exorcist. And then, once you've gotten that done, or pointed us in the right direction, I need to, listen.
I'm listening.
I need you to give me a psyche vow. Make sure I'm still up to code.
He rubs the bridge of his nose for a period of time which is not normal, and goes,
I want Rhyme just like does that thing that like kids do in high school where they like lean on the back 2 legs of their chair.
It's really never easy when it comes to you, is it? Like, it can never just be a simple, can you please go there? Can you please do this? It's always gotta be some fuck shit surrounding it, huh?
I mean, what else are you gonna do? Just file paperwork? At least I bring you fucking exciting shit.
Most of this is all the goddamn taxation we've had to do, trying to allocate spellbreaker funds to repair the accessory. So don't tell me not to do the paperwork, which you caused.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
You're right.
okay, alright, well, you know what? I expected more of a battle there. I was ready to yell some more. But, okay.
You still want to yell? You can yell some more.
Of course I want to yell some more, Rhyme! You got a demon in the person that we're trying to protect here! We're trying to have him not go evil!
I mean, it's just one of like 6, you know, and it's fine. We've got time.
Yeah, it's one of the 5! That still might be pretty bad, though.
Which is why I'm handling it, okay?
Look, you see he, like, kind of, he quickly, like, oh, god damn it. He takes the paper from the top and the bottom and starts moving it over to another section of like, another desk behind him. As he puts it down, he grabs a book off of one of the shelves. He puts on, like, little, like, reader glasses. All right. So, you all right in saying it's only one of the 5. But you do want, now I'm gonna give you that eval like you wanted to. I'm gonna answer your questions first. But you do still understand, if A then B, if this doesn't work out, then
I have to make sure he can't cast magic ever again.
there we go. Excellent. So we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Because you oftentimes forget what you're supposed to be
I don't
doing.
forget the important stuff.
That is true. You do get results. All right, so you need someone that can exorcise a demon, huh?
Yep.
Okay. He starts going through his little book. As he goes, Well, there are two ways you can go about this, it seems. We got the Temple of Aphrodite. So we've got that in the district of Kipyup. She'll be the main section there, led by a man named, or some kind of angelic being named Galadriel, I think. She'll be a stand-up kind of guy, very inviting. It's a very nice place. They give out good massages, which I'm in desperate need of. If you want to go down the angelic route. Now, I would assume just based upon this city's general infrastructure, that this would be related to some kind of demon, probably from the 6th layer of hell.
A demon named Lawman? You ever heard of him?
You see, he literally goes, "You gotta be shitting me!
No.
You fucked around and somehow got Lawman, one of the 12, inside of one of the people that you're supposed to be protecting.
Yeah?
How did you possibly fuck that up that bad? How?"
Not fucking up if I fix it.
Well, admittedly, no, there is no silver lining here. This is just all bad. What if he gets out and is able to escape into the, I don't know, the sand of the pirate city, and now we just have this demon running around? What if he starts freeing partners? What if he goes and tries to kill Yasa?
Oh, like he could kill Yasa. He's a little punk-ass bitch.
He was able to take over one of the 5. I don't exactly know the extent at which this dude can operate.
Okay. Listen. It wasn't like he just did it, okay? Got the little fucking star shit, shoved it into Arthur's chest, and then just sucked in, you know? It wasn't like he just looked at him and he was possessed, all right?
I don't need you to look at me and tell me how a pardoner ritual works. I understand how it happens.
Well, then, do we go to Yasa?
Well, he goes, one moment. He picks up.
Because if he escaped from here, then we're just bringing him back, right?
Well, admittedly, there's not many. If he's looking to cause the most amount of chaos in the least amount of time, then there's not really a better body that he could jump into. But what I will tell you is that Galadriel, I cannot guarantee that the angelic route's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him real bad. Probably gonna be better for your friend in terms of the physicality of it all. But I will say that Yasa, it's almost a guarantee that she'd have something that she can do. Problem is gonna be finding her and actually getting some kind of correspondence with her, because she's a busy lady, if you couldn't tell. And also, even though it's almost a guaranteed success, I can't guarantee the safety of your friend if you go down that route. So, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Or did I say friend? I misspoke there. I meant babysitting job.
Fucking low blow. Drop my pencil. Yeah, I really like that psyche eval now.
Not a problem. And you watch as he goes, "Now look, you've always passed these with flying colors before. I don't think you're getting attached now." As he reaches, he goes, "Oh God, I found it. Where is it?" He grabs for what looks like it's a crystal that has been shaved into a hexagonal shape. It's multicolored and it almost looks deeper than what it is. It's one of those optical illusions where it looks like you could put your fingers within it, even though it's just like a flat object. As he holds it up to you, as he goes, "Well, you know where to look." Presumably you looks right in center of it. He goes, "Mages." A flash explodes in your eyes, and as that psych eval is being done, we're gonna take a quick break before we cut back over to the rest of our crew. Everyone having a good time?
Yes,
Yeah.
Fuck, what the
Learning
What
so
are you
much.
talking about, Rhyme? What is this?
What is
this about?
What is this happening?
Oh, we're taking a
What
break.
did
We'll be
Arthur
right back.
do?
Okay. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. Yar, it's rewind time.
Yar, it's rewind time, everybody. Huh. Okay, and with that, we are back in. Give me just 1 second here.
The shoulder shimmy.
I don't know why, it's kind of sound like the Stranger Things theme. When I heard it.
So the Stranger Things theme makes you want to shoulder shimmy.
Rhyme, as the psych eval continues to go on, as you're given words like hostiles, calamities, friends, enemies. After maybe 5-10 minutes, you see that this crystal is now glowing with arcane energy. Nothing was taken from you, no memories, no thoughts, no nothing. But the reactions or the energy that you produced when these words were given to you have now been encoded within this thing, can now be basically like deciphered, kind of like a Rorschach test with concrete results. With that, I want you to tell me, given most of the questions related to your profession, as well as your crew, how did Rhyme react subconsciously?
Everybody picking up their journal to take notes. I think if I may take if I may say certain words triggered certain things in his head.
Yes.
So hostile, thinking about lawman, thinking about, the person he fought on accessory, all of this stuff. And I think thoughts of protect, and there is some mental resistance, but he can't stop it because it's all immediate subconscious reactions. And so protect immediately thinks first of Olivine, then thinks of Cowrie, Arthur, her, and then Yorda in just rapid succession.
Okay.
And then protect, his mind springboards from that to hostile, scary, and when he thinks of scary, he thinks of himself. And I think as the questions get more and more intense, the frost starts creeping up around his cheeks. And sorry, I'm trying to think of the words you enemies, friends. Pax is immediately there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a flash of the ramshackle, just of the ship, silhouetted with the sun setting behind it. And enemies, it immediately, this is always the first person he thinks of.
Okay.
The faint crow's feet, a gracefully aging face of this person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always the same image. It's always this man standing above him, enemy with fire in his hand, and a winter wind just rushing behind him. And it rhymes and tries to focus back on the psyche valve, but
with that wince and that kind of pull away, that being the it's all very connected in this way. That being the final question, as now holding this arcane, this arcane crystal, takes it over to a machine, almost like one of those old, like kind of like dream turners. Puts it inside, faces a little like reflective panel over towards himself, and as it begins like warring up, as he begins looking towards it, just pure data and arcane energy kind of just like pouring out of this thing that he is seeing as he goes,
well, Ram, if I'm looking at this correctly, seems that empathy's a bit higher than normal, but everything else is well within normal parameters for your operation. Of course, that could also, and I also wanted to ask you,
as he kind of like reads that, shuts it off, pushes that away, leans towards you and goes,
and also, your peaceful friend north of your eyes, he's still doing well.
Listen, you can just say outright that you like him more than me. It's
I'm
fine.
not saying that I like or dislike anybody. I just want to make sure that he's tucked away safely and, you know, talking to you well, keeping you company.
He's making the whole process of emotions a lot easier, so.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't do his job too well then.
It'd be a very, very long time before we'd even get close to that.
That is exactly the kind of shit that I love to hear. Well, I mean, yeah, Anna told me you wanted to stop in, ask about the whole demon problem. Unless you got anything else, I'm gonna get back to all this,
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with the world map? With, waterway. I heard there was a call a few weeks back about, you know, pulling as many spellbreakers as possible to Horcry.
Devros like gets up, and he goes,
you've been kind of out of the loop because of all the, you know,
babysitting.
It's an active job.
As he kind of walks around and goes over to the half globe in the center of the room. As he goes over to it, I'm gonna do a quick music change.
Fuck.
As he goes over to it, you see he puts his hands above it, centers the globe on top of Waterway, and begins stretching it out, zooming in from like a planetary view down into the specifics, going from nation to state to county to city, essentially, zooming directly into this like collection of red dots. And what you see surprises you greatly. What you are able to see is ships, dozens of them. Dozens, large man of wars, if not larger, bastions, just carrying hundreds, if not thousands of people. You're able to see the. One second. You are able to see the definition of vice and libation and partying. You watch as a complete festival is taking place. You see fairies. And flying away. You see satyrs jumping from ship to ship. As he looks at you, as all this is happening, he goes,
we're not exactly sure what happened or why, but a strong amount of Fey presence is traveling north from the island of Toretto Kyojin. Now, we're not sure what happened. Honestly, we're unsure if the city of Calm even survived. But all we know is that they moved west out of Zanwei-Fu and are currently moving north, probably towards Goldenstein. We only know is that they're docking with Waterway in probably what we can only assume is some kind of fucked up bar crawl that's never ending, worldwide. So what we had to do, and as you watch, as he's like, as these like this insane display of Fey celebration is occurring, give me a quick perception check.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 8, but I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay, not a
Do you
problem.
want to describe what the coin system is to our...
Yeah, exactly. So we use a coin system, which allows our players to have advantage. It is heads up at the beginning of every game, and allows them to roll any roll with advantage if they so choose. This will then flip it to the tails side. It can only be flipped back to the head side if they roll a natural 1, or if I feel very, very bad for them.
Yep.
With that.
And we can't use it if we already have advantage.
Yes. Also a good thing to note.
Is this a new coin?
I got a Ren Fair.
Wonderful.
It's a doubloon. It's plastic.
What'd you get?
That's another 11.
Another 11.
I rolled an 8 and then a 9.
You watch fireworks exploding everywhere, streamers and confetti and food being thrown. You see tree ants walking around, some of them acting as the actual masts of the ship. Trying to find anything specific to this would be like looking for a person within a rave. It is almost impossible. With all of this, he looks and goes,
And honestly, you're probably wondering, yeah, so all the Spellbreakers, where could they possibly be? Yeah, so we pulled all of them from almost the entire world, because we don't think that these people are malicious in any way, but we would have to assume that if they hit an organized town and no one's keeping track of them, that town's no longer going to be on any map. It's just going to be reduced to a pile of, I assume, empty liquor bottles, used Coke trays, and rubble.
Rhyme's just looking at the sphere being like, ew, are those two people having sex? Ew, gross.
Rhyme, I want you to look at me in the face right now. I cannot possibly describe to you how much intercourse is being had on these ships. Truly. It is, at this point, it's a feature, it's a feat of nature, honestly. It is something, it's almost like it's like a natural wonder of the world. And we need to put a stop to it, okay? Like, this is absolutely insane. Because, and then he goes deeper into waterway, and as you see these ships docking and crashing up against one another, some of them within the water towers of waterway, just, it's overflowing. You see wine pouring, you see food, magical energy. You see pixies flying around an elven man, just like some kind of dock worker, and is just like levitating him up into the ground, hoisting him upside down, and then bobbing, like forcing him to bob for apples within a barrel. Just being like, now, imagine this. Imagine this. Moving into Golden Steam.
Well, that's hundreds of thousands of people right there. So we're just trying to keep
That's
that
like
as
almost
contained
a million
as possible.
people.
It's more than, exactly. Imagine that happen. Imagine if they find out what the Full Moon Festival is.
Should I go? Like,
No,
fuck.
dude, no. This is what we are made for. That is a world-ending cataclysm for somebody else entirely. For somebody else. Because right now what you're doing is important to here. So you're gonna stick here. We gotta have at least 2 people in a nation to be dealing with threats like that.
Fuck. Do you... Now, I know I ask you this every time we meet. And I know I'm on the rocks with you. I know. I'm a dickhead. Oh, I blew up a building.
Look, God damn it, Ryan, I just got a lot on my plate right now.
Do you have a broom of flying?
every time you come in here and you ask me if I have a broom of flying, and every time I say, no, I do not, Rhyme, and then what else do I say? I then usually say, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
Yeah. Spoil
The
sport.
second that you need that to be effective at your job, I'll put in an inventory request. Until then, I'm sticking. You being on the ground is trouble enough.
But like, I'm gonna be like over the ocean a lot with this job, you know? And I can't breathe underwater, so
Yeah, but we taught you how to swim.
I can't swim forever.
Yeah, you can swim for long enough. You're not getting the broom.
shouldn't have passed that fitness test. God damn it.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to making sure the world doesn't fall apart, both our side and their side. Would you need anything else?
Fucking A. You should tell Anna she did good this time. Well, she does good every time, but yeah, I need a potion of healing. Like, that's actually useful.
Well, I can definitely scrounge up for you.
Here, and I'll even pay you for it. 50 gold.
What? Stop! Rhyme, it looks really suspicious. It's like you're not a citizen if you're just giving away all your money all the time. People usually want to hold on to that.
It's so heavy. I hate it.
Yeah, it makes you look normal. It makes you look normal.
Nothing makes me look normal. I put on a turtleneck and like everybody looked at me.
Well, I gotta say, you look good in the turtleneck, though.
And as he goes to find you that potion of healing, we're going to cut away back to the Ramshackle crew. Let me get the music off of what it is currently on. Give me 1 second. Do. There we go. Hot on the trail of Duke LaCroix, the cornucopia sailing north. What do you do?
Oh, you French bastard!
He's currently at the helm of his ship. Do you yell to him?
Yeah.
Yeah!
He goes, huh? As he like turns around, he goes, he goes, he speaks Alatush as he summons his first mate over to take the helm. As he gets to the back of his ship, Arthur, are you like flying like more close to him? Like where are you right now?
I kind of really just want to be screaming at him across the water.
Okay, got it. So
From
you're
our
like,
ship.
I'll say that you're perched at the bow of the ship, and you're just kind of yelling towards him. Okay.
Yeah.
Harassing this man.
He goes, oh, you alien fuck yeah! What could you possibly want from me?
Could I roll a check
You're-
to see if he gives off sugar daddy vibes?
Bro!
First of all, why? Second of all, yes.
Okay, thank you. That's not bad. What should this be? Insight, perception? What are we thinking?
Whatever your heart desires, my
Probably
friend.
insight.
Insight?
Animal handling.
Looking at a man you've never met and be like,
We're looking at a nice 19.
Nice 19.
Oh!
Well, I mean, he's clearly of money. What the fuck do I say to this?
You hot?
What's
What's his dumpy look like?
He's clearly of money. I don't know if you'd be able to gauge from looking at him and after fighting him once if you'd know if he's a sugar daddy, but I will say that he definitely is of money and seems to be very kind to the people which he has working under him. Do with
Okay.
that with what you will.
Is there anybody around me real quick? Who would else be standing near the front of the
we're
boat?
else
all
is
here.
heckling
I'm here.
all of us?
Yeah.
We're all
Okay.
here.
I'm just
Except for
gonna turn-
him steering the boat.
I'm just gonna turn to you guys and be like, he's a catch.
He tried to kill us. He sent me away.
Okay, I'm just gonna yell at him. Oi, your hat looks rather stupid. And I'm gonna
Don't
gust
say
to see if I
that.
can blow his hat off.
You want to blow his hat
I
off?
really want to gust to see if I can blow his hat off, please.
Yes, I will fully allow that. You want to gust his hat off.
We are middle
Yeah.
school
Towards us.
bullies.
Towards us.
Okay, you want to? Okay, so what check does he have to make for this?
Strength of 14.
Okay.
How do I know if I have a reaction? Because I want to try and stop this.
Got it.
Wait, me blowing the hat off?
Okay. So what happens is,
It's for cavalry.
Oh, okay.
Arthur, what you do is you flap your wings and then quickly pull your wings back, and you can feel the wind
Yes.
behind Duke LaCroix being sucked towards you underneath your wings. As that happens, you see he stumbles forward a little bit, and then he goes, "Oh no!" As he catches his hat. His hat does not fly off his head. Also, I hope you're marking down these spell slots, by the way.
Yeah.
I put
That
up.
was, that was a cantrip. So
he looks over. Oh, wonderful. He looks to you and goes, "Oh, I would assume that you are the one who fried the feather from my wonderful cap."
maybe.
Oh, well then, I must
You need
say.
a new one. I got a lot. Just come over here.
Oh, well, I will say that as soon as we dock, we shall not have a friendly interaction. I shall happily take a feather from your backside.
I'd like to see you try.
And
Don't
you
say
will.
you
man.
I'm into that shit.
Would anyone else like to heckle me while I'm standing here?
No,
yes,
very
Daddy.
much, very much no.
You're not gonna back me.
I'm gonna
Oh,
cast
you're not gonna back me up,
message.
Pia?
I'm gonna cast message instead of screaming across the boats, and I'm gonna say to him, "So, like, what's your damage? Like, what did we do to you? Why did you attack us? Can you elaborate? Because we really just don't know."
Kidnappers, the lot of you, holding on to
Who? Sorry, keep going.
the Capitan against her will. I cannot imagine it. Understand one thing. Rahi's plan may be very complicated, but we shall certainly get her back.
Oi, he's in with Rahi.
Her with a capital H?
Did you-
Yeah, I cast
Tell
message
us.
back. Yeah, I like. He thinks that we kidnapped her, and I messaged back. Her like named her the Air Genasi. Do you think that we kidnapped her?
That is what you call her now. It seems that you have overwritten her mind in some way, taken her memories away from her. How could you?
I message again. I say, when I was talking to Rahi, when you sent me to her, which was very rude, by the way, Rahi super seemed like she wanted to kill her. Do we have our wires crossed?
Give me 1 second. Hold on. In some capacity, you could certainly say that Rahi does in fact want her dead in some way. But that is not judgment for me to enact.
I like go over to Cowrie and I'm like, ask if that's my ex. Ask if that's my ex.
Are Rahi and her exes? Is that what this is?
You see he takes off his hat and pushes it to his chest and goes, "You believe I will give up personal information about the Capitan when you have clearly taken her against her will?"
I scream out from the front of the ship. Ex? Is that mine? My ex? Rahi?
Mon cœur! He calls out to you, her, and says,
My heart.
"You have no idea what you are talking about, but do not worry, you shall be back with friends very soon."
I just look to Cowrie and I'm like, nope. And I just walk towards the back of the ship where him is steering the boat.
Oh man.
Him is also a big Goliath. He was originally on the boat where I woke up unconscious and not able to remember a thing. And I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the thing. So there
Everyone's
you
been
go.
super nice to him, so he's just gonna chill with the ship for a while.
Chills with the ship.
Exactly. They basically have their own private driver. It's awesome. With that, Duke actually just kind of shouts, because I'm assuming that message is kind of faded by now. He just yells.
I was casting it over and over
Okay,
and
over
over.
and over. Got it. So that's why we just unlimited word limits. It's called rulebook optional. Okay, we don't really
Yeah.
stick to anything here.
It's not sending its message, so
message
it's
is never
the
working.
Oh, it is
cantrip.
unlimited. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. See, I don't even fucking know half the rules. So Duke looks over at you, Cowrie, and goes, "And I will say, is that a rapier you have at your side?
Yeah.
I noticed it before I bested you in combat without ever having to fight you.
You cheated. That was fully cheating.
If you are fighting dirty, you are fighting correctly.
Well, I didn't even get the chance to try.
That is the best time to take out your enemies, but I will say, I have never seen you fence, but I would assume that if I ever do, it will be a mockery of my family's art, and I will happily best you."
Oh, I'd be happy to best you. We'll make a date of it. Winner gets your hat.
I would not sink to such a level. And you shall not say, I do not understand the obsession with my hat, with my head covering.
It's
but
yours and I'd like it not to be. I'd like it to be mine.
Then you can pry it
She
from
just
my
wants
cold,
it.
dead, curly hair.
I will.
Duke LaCroix, by the way, for those of you, for the record purposes, 6 feet tall, very lean, completely covered in silken clothing, Black boots, red pants, red corset strung up tight, red silken jacket with black lining flowing down to his ankles, curly brown hair, and a wide-brimmed black hat with what was a feather peeking out of it until Arthur fried it. With a rapier clearly at his side.
It was fair. He's that Towery.
As this heckling continues, the Duke calls out and goes, and calls out as, I know, I can't speak French. The wheel of the ship, the helm of the ship is rapidly turned to the starboard side as the ship begins to list and then pulls into a section of the port. He begins the ship then, anchor is then dropped, the ship is then stopped as it then basically parks.
Great. I told him to park right next to it.
Okay.
What's our parking number? What's our spot?
So the way that Altum works.
Save the ticket.
The way that Altum works, your ships are maybe only 5 feet apart from each other. This is an extremely tightly packed dock. As you pull up to one another, you both come to a stop. Also, by the way, the cornucopia. Now that you are closer, easily twice the size of the ramshackle. Your decks are not even close to being level. It is easily like maybe a 10-foot gap between the cornucopia's deck and the ramshackle's deck.
So he's been shouting down to us, and we've been like looking up at him this entire time. That's just so much funnier to me.
On our teeny tiny little boat is using like a fucking massive.
Yeah.
He has like a telescope to look down at us. Anyway.
With that, yeah, and as you guys kind of like set everything, you guys begin tying down the sails, dropping anchor. You watch the Duke's crew begins doing the same. He begins collecting his crewmates, collecting certain supplies. Drops down a plank and then begins walking onto the docks of Altum.
I'm assuming we're docking next to.
You are right next to them, yes.
Yeah. Before anyone does anything, I just gather the group and I'm like, if I may ask, what is the plan here with that?
We're just making some friends. Some mates.
Information?
He seems to be really buddy-buddy with Rahi.
Yeah, that's the more important angle.
Do we want information?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we attempting to harm this man?
Maybe?
We could have information and like a friendly duel.
We can do both at the same time. It's pretty efficient.
Mm-hmm.
We grapple him.
How many people are on his crew?
I would advise.
Thank
against
God
that?
you asked that question. Thank
I would-
God.
Look, I will go. I just want everyone to be very clear.
Mhm.
Looking at her and Yorda specifically, because they have never been in the Arbor before, as far as they know, as far as Olive knows. This town does not take infractions lightly. Did Kaori relay when Rahi attacked them that all of a sudden they were set upon by a league of pirates?
Oh yeah, well, but those were my buddies.
Yeah,
Those are my friends.
but that's what I mean, like that context of like, oh, Rahi attacked you immediately.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
I will
yeah.
also say that, Kaori, you just remember this. Cutter Jack swore at Rahi, called her the bastard of the storm, and then attacked her.
Oh,
Bastard of the
yeah.
storm.
So you don't know what
It
so
seems
they were
like-
your
yeah.
buddies. You don't know if it was a matter of like, were they doing it just because like
Okay.
that's how you react to it? Were they doing it because it was Rahi doing it? Were they doing it because it was Rahi doing it to you? Like you don't know what the dynamic is
Okay.
there. Also,
Okay.
is Cutter Jack still like? Would you guys have him on the ship, kind of going back towards Altum in the Arbor?
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
I assumed you ditched him when you ran to get on the boat.
Yeah, I assumed that
How
too.
long is like the dock? How far have we been sailing?
How far?
Oh.
Probably for good, like maybe I would say like maybe an hour or so.
Okay.
You gotta go deep. This is again. It's thousands, if not tens of thousands, of ships here. It's a humongous dock, humongous port city. So with that, I mean, if you want Cutter to be there with his 12 dudes, you can have that. So.
I don't.
Should we want Cutter Jack and his 12 dudes?
I don't know. I feel like we would have had to interrogate them before they came on, though. You know.
Why?
Me and her, the muscle. Yeah, we stiff them up a little.
Just because
Just
you two
make
are the
sure.
tallest doesn't mean you get to bully everybody.
Oh, who's saying that? Short stack. I
Up
mean,
to
come
you,
on.
up to you, Callie, because they're your buddies.
Yeah.
I don't think we need them.
Yeah, I'll say to
Make
Cutter
it
Jack.
easier.
Yeah. I might see if I can contact. I'll say that I might see if I can like contact them again if I end up needing them. But for now, they can kind of just like do what they like.
No problem. I'll just say that Cutter Jack was like,
Well, very happy that we were able to help you out a little bit. Now, what's gonna happen now? We're gonna go over to the Triple S Tavern, walk our way back over there, and get absolutely sloshed. So, if you or your friends need anything about that, and then we're gonna be waiting for the captain to show up.
If you're going to the Triple S, then we will be seeing you again.
Fantastic, can't wait for it. But yes, the Full Moon Festival's upon us. Welcome, Cowrie Shadrach. Pleasure to see a friendly face. As
Thank you,
Cutter
Cutter
and
Jack.
his wonderful band of merry men run off towards the Arbor to be seen again.
Excellent.
So cutting back to this scene, I think her would just be like, would bring him over to us and would be like, I want. He said kidnapping. I need information. Why would he think that?
Well, because he also said about like that maybe we had done something to your mind. So actually, do we? I don't think I know that you don't remember anything. Do we know that at this point, or just Arthur?
Just
I don't
Arthur.
think we know that.
Yeah. Well, I say he said that we did something to your mind.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Huh. Okay.
So let me just advise that if we want information, let's ask. And if he shows resistance, maybe not jump to violence
Okay.
first.
We continue
Please?
following the ship. Okay.
Perfect. So
We're
okay.
parked. We're parked, I think.
Oh yeah, we'll just like her comes back saying,
Forward.
parked. Stalking. Till answers.
Or we could just approach.
Maybe some more important things first.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Kari, you mentioned Rahi told you we should go to the PPVC.
Oh yes, to the PPVC. Something about like following the path, following the clues, following the treasure hunt.
Her, does that mean anything to you?
No. I look at him. With him, no.
No.
Just looks over here down the engine guy and goes like,
I don't know who any of these people are. And look, I know this crew. I know that we were shot at by people, and I know you. That's it.
Mm.
That's all I know.
Okay. And then I look back and I go, no.
All right. Well, we could. Well, what is the plan? Are we following?
Should we let Rhyme know where we are?
If someone has a means of doing so, I assumed we'd be going to meet his contact with him, but that I shouldn't have assumed. That was wrong of me.
He's pretty far away from us at this point.
Hmm.
If he hopped
Yeah.
off.
Also,
Well, then I'm gonna
I just
Sorry.
am curious, how many people are on Duke LaCroix's crew?
okay, excellent. So to rein this in, because
Just
I have no
curious.
idea what's happening.
I don't think we do it.
You guys,
figuring it
so
out.
you watch as Duke LaCroix's crew begins to file off of the boat, and in a disrespect, completely ignores you guys and all the shit talk that was going on, and just begins walking, basically just north towards the Arbor, just begins traveling. As you're counting, Cowrie, because you asked, you go.
But Cowrie can't count.
Trust me here. You realize that Duke LaCroix has 2 handfuls of crewmates on his ship. Because it's
Oh, that's
because
like
it's
So
40.
many.
because it's a galleon, it requires about 40 people to run it
Yeah, a
properly.
handful's 20, so it's
Jesus.
40 people. Yeah.
My God.
Guys, we can take them.
Whoa.
I could fit them in 2 hands, you guys.
Carry
And
has
you
no
got
object
2
permanence.
hands.
Harry just like standing on the boat going, I'm squishing you. I'm squishing you.
Psychic damage.
Great.
You're so small, I'm smushing you.
So now what?
It sounds like we can either follow Rahi's word, or we can kind of delve into Arthur's business.
Did
We can
Rahi-
we can do both. I just don't know which.
I will also say that all of you would know that the PPVC is right on the coastline before you get into the Arbor proper. So like even if you wanted to do Arthur's thing first, it is literally right there. It would take no extra time to go to the PPVC.
Then let's do that first.
We're here. We might as well stop in. Get some
Yeah.
information.
An obvious plot hook. We should avoid it.
B&D, my guy, B&D.
Just see a single tear drip down from Juju's
That's
eye.
fine. I did it for you.
I can.
Wait for you.
I probably should
Yeah.
apologize to. I should probably apologize to Phoebe for breaking her window.
Are you guys going to the PPVC first, or are you going to the Triple S Tavern?
PPVC, I think.
BBC is like right
PPVC.
here, so.
I don't think we're gonna get into drinking just yet.
Drew,
Yes.
given it's literally Rhyme's job, how quickly would he be able to track them down?
I will tell you in 1 second.
Sure.
So,
Chips? Did you put chips in us?
Are you tracking us?
The vaccines!
are
I
anybody-
was
No!
kidnapped.
Okay,
I think
so,
Rhyme can see through time.
Before we hop back to
I think so
Rhyme,
too.
before we
Rhyme
hop back to
time.
Rhyme, for the Rochi crew, Duke LaCroix is currently walking with his many, many men. If you guys want to talk to him, you can do that. Unless, if you want to start a fight, you can also do that. But he's currently
They
walking-
all left the ship.
They yes, they all left the ship.
I think her
No!
is just gonna go walk over because she wants information.
Her is gonna go. Okay, so
I-
But like hands up, not on weapons or anything.
let me run this real quick for you. So we have her wanting to go up to Duke LaCroix. We have Yorda wanting to go onto the ship.
Nothing. I ain't doing nothing.
Are you sure about that?
I ain't doing nothing.
Okay. You doing nothing. Her wants to go up to Duke LaCroix. Anybody else want to do anything else besides that?
Well,
I'm gonna follow behind her just
Behind
because
her.
that.
Behind her.
They don't
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
grab her.
I gesture for the others to follow with because I'm not letting her go off by herself with these 2 handfuls of people.
Okay, got it. So,
Great.
following the Duke. Everybody, correct?
I think I just like start
Mhm.
shouting at him, like, "Hey, it's me!" Like consistently.
Okay, excellent. As he's walking off, you guys chase after him. You start yelling out, "Hey, it's me!" You guys come to a stop. So you guys move off of it because it's all overlapping. You guys walk to like a collection of ships, like a walkway of ships, basically, and you stop. His men kind of like spread out. Like across several of them, kind of like making enough space. As he stands with a company of 10 around him, he stops, turns to look at you, and just gently rests both hands on his rapier and goes, "You have called out to me. What do you wish to say?
Who is Rahi?
Who is Rahi Liha?
Mm-hmm. How do you know her?
He looks to you and goes,
Who cares? They ruined your mind.
I have a concussion. The narwhal horn hit me.
I
I'd
don't
like
know
to do a
what that
persuasion
is.
check.
No
Wanna be
need
a
for any
deception
kind
check?
of dice rolling. I know that is just the truth. There is a large lump on the side of your head, and one of your pupils is significantly larger than the other.
Oh
These-
no.
These
Oh
are
no.
my friends, not kidnapped. Rahi is lying to you.
he looks at you and goes,
2 years you have been with these people, then. Without a word, without notice, without anything, you abandoned us.
Abandon you?
Abandon me, abandon Rahi. Fuse and lollipops, the likes of us.
I know you?
Mon Capitan, they ruined you.
Captain. He's calling you Captain. I took 10 years of French for this.
You give me
I
an
look at
insight-
him.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah. I'm using my tower because I've rolled in the tower 3 times and I haven't gotten below an 18. So
Okay. Oh wow.
Why'd you say it out loud?
I know I shouldn't have said it.
You
Jesus.
should have
Insight?
said it. Your coin.
Insight?
20. Don't forget your coin.
Oh!
That's all.
You're looking at Duke LaCroix, and as you're talking with him, there's an air of sadness. There's an air of loss within him. It's complicated. There's a mixture of joy to be speaking with you, but sadness that he's not speaking with the you that he would know. Does that make sense?
I put my hand out to shake and I go, I'm her, to see what he would do.
That's a really good. Oh my god, I got a roll. That's cool.
Well done, Gab.
Yeah, of course.
You see, he carefully takes one of the hands off of his rapier and he extends it. And he shakes your hand very firmly. And he, with that, you put your hand on you put your hand on his, and he pulls you kind of close, kind of like to whisper in your ear, and goes,
Capitan, I understand that you may believe these people to be your friends. But I can take you back to your friends, your true friends, if you wish. I know not why you are with these people, and I do not wish to break your mind. But I understand you are not acting like yourself. So I do this with love.
I turn to him and I say, thank you. But Rahi tried to kill me.
Rahi is a quite complicated woman. One that you have gotten very close with. There are certain things which you do not remember clearly. But do not worry, mon coeur. I shall take you to her. I shall save you.
give me a DC 20 deck save.
Well,
He's not casting a spell.
He's throwing the
The
bottle.
bottle that he threw at Cowrie.
Oh god.
Oh man, can I do anything?
Come on.
21!
Oh, 21! You watch as the Duke, with his opposite hand, takes it off of his rapier. He grabs to his stomach, to his corset. You hear, as the corset unwraps from his body, as the cloth knits itself into his pennycoat. He tosses the corset directly at your face. As you move, the corset flies past you. Who is directly behind her right now?
Should we roll?
let's
Is it
roll.
possible? Is it?
Because we all followed.
Who was
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
person to say they were
Are we
following
going-
her?
The lowest.
Are we going
I
high?
was the first person to say I was following.
Let me ask you a question. If I used a reaction for absorb elements, would that help at all?
No, this is a magical item that he has, not a not like any
Alright,
kind of
I don't
spell.
have any other reactions. Sorry, guys.
As it flies past, Arthur, I need you to give me a deck save real quick.
Can I be like, no? Like,
Okie dokie.
I'm so sorry, guys.
I'm
I'm
just
so
gonna
sorry.
one by one succeed until someone fails.
Uh-oh.
God damn, we're on a straight line.
Coin, flip the coin, please.
You have a coin.
It was a nat 1.
No!
Wait.
Coin, I'm flipping my coin. Hold on. Okay. Dex 18.
Okay, give me 1 second.
That was almost so bad. See, that's why you save our coin flip, kids.
It might still be bad though.
I just want
Was there
I
any?
did this.
It's
You guys
so
watch
funny to
a
imagine,
personal
like,
conversation between her and Duke LaCroix. Suddenly, as he tosses his corset directly at her, you still holding onto his hand, you slide out of the way. You dip your head back as a single thread is flying past you. Arthur, just confused as to what you're seeing. You see this corset still knit together. You watch it go. Oh, excuse me. You watch it go. As it completely encapsulates, because you're so small, your entire body. You are blinded, you are restrained, and you are within the corset as you feel it. As it sucks your wings in, as you are now just floating in space with your wings now clapped to your body.
Pick me up.
You guys watch
Wild,
as
baby.
you guys watch as Arthur connects with the ground and thumps around. As the Duke goes, he looks around kind of panicked. He looks at all of you. This is
Don't
not what he intended to
snatch me.
happen. As he goes, the hostage exchange is back on! As the Duke is then going to begin running deeper into Altum. I need everyone here to begin initiative. I mean, roll initiative. Fuck.
What the hell? Oh no. Wait, is he leaving? Is he leaving my space? Do I get an opportunity attack?
We are going to run that next time on the next episode of Home in the Fist. That's where we're going to end tonight's session. Can I get everyone's initiative count?
3.
Have fun, guys.
11.
Or should I roll initiative?
Roll initiative for me.
Okay.
23. It was, what was it? Oh yeah, I'll put it in chat.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted
No, that's not your
information.
fault. You
It was
won.
all him. It
That's
was all
good.
Duke LaCroix.
Wait, is he taking Arthur?
He is currently taking Arthur, yes.
Wait, he's taking me?
Yes, he is.
him!
So, what he's trying to do right now,
Damn
you are currently restrained and blinded on the ground, tied to his clothing, and he's running away with you, or at least he's gonna
Am
try.
I just dragging on the ground?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You cannot
Oh my
catch a
God.
break. Poor Arthur, honestly.
I used the dice tower and I rolled an 18. Like, I told you.
I'm glad. No, that was amazing. I'm
I
so
can't-
glad you didn't get caught. That would have been worse.
Just thinking about it is so funny. Like, Arthur just like, as like her and LaCroix like, and then, dragged.
God. We're in another fight with Duke LaCroix. We don't need this.
Fuck
No,
this
we were
guy.
peaceful. We were peaceful. You were doing amazing.
We don't need
You
it, but
had to befriend him.
We were
But we
being
won.
so good.
Okay,
We
so
were
now-
being Olive. Come on, we can be on our worst behavior now, right?
No,
Starting from the upper left, Ryan, what'd you
Come
get?
on, please,
I got.
Mom.
I'm not there, so
I mean,
I got
we're
a
gonna
13.
get our boy back.
13.
We do.
Her, what'd you get?
11.
11. Arthur, what'd you get?
6.
6. Olive, what'd you get?
8.
Fitting.
8.
Oh God.
Valerie?
23.
20.
Yes!
Yorda, what'd you
Would
get?
we say him is here or no?
17.
17. Him is staying with the boat. Him is
Yeah.
not here.
Probably good. Probably good.
For the best.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna say the
bad.
last thing that we're gonna do before we end tonight's session is outside of initiative order. Rhyme, as you are here getting the psych eval, like being told this information about like some kind of festival moving through Horcry, a destruction level event, almost like a natural occurring partying hurricane. You're looking. That's all finished. As Deborah goes,
Was there anything else I can really do for you?
as Rhyme, you then hear. You begin to hear scuffling above your boat, on the deck right above you.
Hold that thought. I feel like Rhyme at this point, he can track his party. He's like spent this whole time quietly just being like, okay, cool. So he's like, hang on. My spidey sense tells me something is amiss.
You gotta
And
be
he's just
shitting
like-
me.
I can handle it. I'm a big boy.
Okay, just call me, or don't.
As Rhyme,
Potion.
oh, he tosses you a potion of healing real quick. As Rhyme, you slam through the door. It magically shuts behind you, locks with that like arcane energy. And you realize that you are right in the middle of all of Duke LaCroix's men. As Duke LaCroix still holding on to Her's hand is beginning to turn to try to run away. And with that, we will pick up next time in this scene.
God.
That is where we're going to end tonight's session. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes,
yes.
and
Even though you
yes.
keep kidnapping us.
Yeah.
God.
I will
2
get you
sessions in a
guys
row.
to well, I will get you guys to the Arbor if it kills me.
Drew heard us jokingly be like,
We were
we're not gonna hit the
going.
plot point, and he was like, you're not gonna hit the plot point,
Taking
my
you,
ass.
kicking and screaming.
We were gonna go.
We were on our way.
Oh.
Well, so breaking from breaking from character and everything, it's a matter of well now I can still use it might be kind of fast because like when I was like if these dudes talk with Duke LaCroix and someone hits him with a command, I'm gonna have to spill so much shit. I gotta get this dude out of here. I gotta get this dude running.
I don't think any of us have that spell, do we?
I don't. Oh, paladins.
Oh, Yorda!
I don't know anything because I don't pay attention and I'm not here.
Drew, we
And-
wouldn't have thought of that if you hadn't have told us. But
And
now we got it in the
Oh,
brain.
you know I love giving ideas. And
Yeah,
also,
now-
Still use command on him just to be like, stop.
shit.
Knock it off.
Literally
And Yorda
one.
rolled a 17, so.
And also, I can now, even though it's gonna be pretty quick, I can now use the other, because I did have an Ancraft combat plan, which then got restructured into the bracelet combat. But then I was like, if they follow Duke LaCroix, I gotta do something with that. So now I get to use the original plan for the combat of Ancraft. It's gonna be kind of fun. But yes, everybody, thank you so much for joining. If you are watching, we deeply appreciate that. And prepare for, I guess, Palm in the Fist episode 2. The greatest battle of all Tim. See you next time, everybody.
Ah!
Oh.
Funny man.
Bye.